if the government discovers there is an assassination attempt on a Saudi prince while on American soil. I hope I never come up with an idea that hard again.
Was that your agent's idea or publisher's idea?
I have a good friend who's the media coordinator at Houston's FBI.
Okay.
And it was a topic of conversation one day because my story is loosely based on that very thing that happened in New York City. Mm-hmm. And so the more I thought about it, the more this would be fun. This would give me time to really dive into Saudi Arabia, their culture, their religion, how their women, everything.
Research is something that lots of all writers have to tackle to one degree or another. But for what you're doing this time with this new story, how are you going to approach your research? Are you going to travel to Saudi Arabia or?
No, actually the book is done and I'm just doing the line edits.
Okay.
My husband had been to Saudi.
Okay.
And I had interviews with men and women who worked in Saudi, and especially women, because my heroine needed to know what she was stepping into in a Muslim world with the culture aspect of how women are viewed. Mm-hmm. And so I spoke to missionaries and things of that nature and did lots and lots of research that focused not only on the Middle East as a whole, and yes, that was needed, but also focused on the ever-changing world and where Saudi Arabia fits in that.
Right. Oh, that sounds super interesting. It'll be fun to read that one in January of 2018. You're still involved with ACFW, right?
Yes, I am still involved somewhat. I'm very much involved with the Blue Ridge Writers Conference. I'm the co-director there with Edie Melson. Yes. And sometimes I wonder, as it gets closer to the end of May when we have our conference, what was I thinking of? Because all the work that needs to be done. But it is very satisfying, and it does help fulfill my need to see new writers become successful, and that's just one way to do it. So we are gearing up for that conference, and we have some great speakers and some great classes going on for fiction, nonfiction, and social media, and all kinds of things. So we teach at various conferences social media. She is the guru for social media, and I'm the writer, and so she gives all this fabulous information, and I show them how to apply it, where to go with it, how to get it done quickly, efficiently, effectively, and we do a lot of live things showing them just exactly how to get on board with social media, because we are writers to begin with. Right. And that's where our heart and our passion is, and yet social media is part of what we do, and I love it because I view it as a ministry. And I think that's something else that writers need to understand, is that social media is like a ministry, because you are reaching out to others and trying to fulfill their needs with what you may know. Right.
As a writer, if I'm having a blog, what new could I possibly contribute that hasn't been done? Any suggestions for a blogger or a new writer, where they can go with their writing and still make an impact?
First of all, it would be written by you, your unique voice, what you're experiencing, your ups, your downs, your strengths, your victories, where you go for help, what blogs that you follow, quotes that are meaningful to you. If you're a photographer, pictures that you take and how that inspires you. Just everything about your life, your writer's life, that's unique. And there's two things I also need to say about that, and that is every writer needs to understand who their readers are.
Right.
As though they're filling out a characterization sketch for their readers. And when you do that, then you understand, okay, well, my average reader is a high school teacher. So if she's a high school teacher and I know that she's reading when she can, what can I periodically put out that would help her? Other books, maybe a recipe, maybe something once in a great while on decorating or fashion. But mostly I'm going to be feeding into her the things that are a combination of what I feel could help her interests, and who I am as a writer. Right. So I think that's the first thing to understand. And once you understand who your reader is, and then understand what your strengths are, then that voice just shines through whatever you're blogging, whatever you're posting.
Thank you. That's really encouraging, I think, for a lot of writers a lot of us, myself included, who you get to the point where you just think, what am I going to blog about now? But you're right. Knowing the reader and knowing what they need and ministering to that need, I think, is ultimately the most important thing. But
okay. With the book coming out April 4th, I will be having a random drawing announcement that will only include my blog subscribers.
Okay.
So when you go to DiAnn at DiAnnMills.com, and if you're interested in winning an iPad, Amazon gift card, a bunch of other goodies, you've got to be subscribed to my blog. And that is a weekly blog that is just for readers. Okay. Fun stuff for readers. And anyway, I wanted to say that in addition to wanting readers to enjoy my book, and if they do, to consider a review, but to be entered in that random drawing.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. That's great information. Well, so today we've been talking about Deep Extraction by DiAnn Mills, a fabulous book that will take you on a great adventure, a mysterious adventure, a web of conspiracy. You'll love it. So please make sure and get your copy on Tuesday, April 4th, and then be sure to review it on Amazon or Goodreads or wherever it is that you buy books. So DiAnn, thank you so much for being with us. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, and I love getting your books, love reading them, and I'm excited about what's coming up next.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Oh, good. All right. Well, have a great day, everybody. God bless you, and keep on reading. Bye-bye.